from his guidance. You know, we're only here because a man was born over 1400 years ago, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, came into the world. He was a baby like other babies, right? He wasn't like other babies. No, he was a baby unlike other babies. Because the Arabs say, Muhammadun basharun la kad bashari, bal huwa kal yaquti bayna al hajari. The Prophet is a bashar, but not like other bashar. You know, he said, Ma ana illa basharun mithlukum yuha ilayya. Idhan laysa mithlukum. Because, you know, you don't get revelation. He said, I'm a man like you, but I get revelation. So I'm not like you. And that's why they say, Huwa basharun kal bashari, la kal bashari. But huwa kal yaquti bayn al hajari. He's like a precious jewel amongst stones. You know, like if you look at a jewel, it's a stone, it's a mineral. It has the same structure as inanimate stones, but it's precious. You don't treat it like other stones. So the Prophet ﷺ, he's a human like other humans, but he's not like other humans. Because the things he shares with us are his humanity, his bashariyah, but then there's things that he doesn't share with us, which is his nabuwah, his maqam and mahmud, and all the other things. So we're here tonight, inshallah, to celebrate those things. And then it says, قَدْ جَاءَكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ نُورٌ. There has come from God a light. Nurun. That's what it says. قَدْ جَاءَكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ نُورٌ وَكِتَابٌ مُبِينٌ. And a clear book. What is the nur there? If you look in the oldest tafsirs, Imam al-Tabari, look what they say. Zajjaj, one of the early mufassirun, said, An-nur huna Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. قَدْ جَاءَكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ مُحَمَّدٌ نُورٌ. That's the dominant position of the mufassirun. And then they'll say, وَقِيلَ الْإِسْلَامِ وَقِيلَ صيغة الضعف وَقِيلَ الْإِسْلَامِ وَقِيلَ الْقُرْآنِ. Then it's tikrar, right? So, but the dominant opinion is, and that's why we believe that the Prophet ﷺ was light. We believe he was light. He was a bashar, a human being, but we believe he was light. That's our belief about the Prophet. That doesn't mean he didn't have a physical body. We're not like monophysites, like Coptic Christians. They don't believe Jesus had a physical body. We believe he had a physical body. But the light, if you look at the moon, how did they describe his face? They described it as light. That's how they, like a moon. Kal qamri, kal badri. That's how they describe. So if you look at the moon, what is the moon? It's a light. But it's also, it's earth, it's got planet, you know, it's got minerals, and it has all those things. But it's a light in the sky. Now if you look, قَدْ جَاءَكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ نُورٌ وَكِتَابٌ مُبِينٌ. It came to you a light and a clear book. You can't read the book without light. If it's dark, how do you read the book? When you want to read, you turn on the light. You light the candle. Sirajan munira, an illuminating candle. He came to teach you how to read the book. قَدْ جَاءَكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ نُورٌ Muhammad وَكِتَابٌ مُبِينٌ. It's a clear book, but you need the light to read the book. You won't be able to understand it without his light. You'll go astray. That's the gift of the Prophet ﷺ. Don't you see that Allah said, we have only sent you as a mercy to all the worlds. His life was a rahmah. His death was a rahmah. The Prophet ﷺ said, Hayati khayru lakum wa mawti khayru lakum. My life is good for you and my death is good for you. And in the hadith of Imam al-Bazzar, he says, تُعْرَضُ عَلَيَّ أَعْمَالُكُمْ. Your actions are shown to me of the ummah. And there's a khilaf. Is it jumlatan or tafsila? You know, does he see all the actions? Does he see each one of us specifically? Or is it collectively? Does he see the state of the ummah? Like now, we know what's happening in Iraq. We don't know all the details, but we know the state. Is a war. We know what's happening in Palestine. We know what's happening in Algeria. And is it like that? That's a khilaf. Allah knows best what that is. It's not important for people to go into those type things. But the point is, he said, I see the actions of my ummah. And he said, إِذَا رَأَيْتُ خَيْرًا حَمِدْتُ اللَّهِ. If I see good, I thank Allah. Alhamdulillah. It's tawfiq. And if he said, if I see bad, I ask forgiveness from my ummah. That goes to, he's doing that now for his ummah. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ إِذْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسُهُمْ جَاءُوكَ فَاسْتَغْفِرُ اللَّهَ وَاسْتَغْفِرَ لَهُمَ الرَّسُولُ لَوَجَدُوا اللَّهَ تَوَّابًا رَحِيمًا. If only they, when they sinned, when they did wrong things, if they came to you and they asked forgiveness of Allah, because we don't worship the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we ask forgiveness of Allah, and the Prophet asked forgiveness for us. They would find Allah merciful and forgiving. Why? Because they're going with humility, and they're asking forgiveness of Allah, and they're interceding with their Prophet. The Prophet is asking forgiveness for them.